on searing summer days.
It's hot. It's 96 degrees with a heat index of 107.
A lemonade stand can be a sizzling side hustle
Hello.
for young entrepreneurs.
Just one cup? Okay.
But Dustin Anderson
Here you go. So this is our Peru organic.
is putting the squeeze on a different drink altogether.
Would you guys like to try some coffee? A sample coffee? Some coffee? Want to try some? 3?
Yeah, go
Okay.
At Pop-Up RVA, Dustin's expanding customer base is buzzing.
You're a fine young man.
Thank you.
Good for you.
The 14-year-old from Richmond's Carver neighborhood is the founder of Sheep Hill Coffee,
I started it in 2023. We launched in March of 2024.
a venture he's been dreaming of shortly after taking his first sip when he was just 5.
Our signature Carver blend tastes exactly like this.
The soon-to-be 10th grader isn't intimidated by established rivals in the Java industry.
That is actually one of our biggest competitors. But we're trying our best, we're determined to beat them. We're determined, we have that thrive. The Mexican Paloma is so light that you only taste the Peru.
Dustin is grinding his way through the ups and downs of running a startup.
Yeah, we're a legit and real business.
He is chief barista, marketer, and money manager.
Exactly, yeah.
As CEO, Dustin doesn't have downtime.
I feel like we can grow more with more support.
Video games gather dust as he fine-tunes a business plan and studies spreadsheets.
The more effort I put into this business, the better results that will come out.
I have weeks where I'll see Dustin maybe 3 or 4 times a week, sometimes twice in one day.
Dustin buys and blends his beans at Rostov's Coffee and Tea.
This is where all of the fun happens. This is where the coffee gets roasted.
Tammy Rostov recognized her customers' caffeinated confidence early on.
I took him seriously.
Tammy has been helping Dustin navigate the coffee landscape ever since.
And this is finally his new label.
I
He's
know,
been
I have-
working on a label for a while now.
I've been working on labels and I've been working on bags.
He's not afraid to say, I don't know that, can you tell me how that works? And I think that's a life skill that you can carry with you for all your days.
100%. Proud of him. 100%.
Mom Pamela percolates with pride.
Can't be asked for a better child. Yeah.
As for her son succeeding, she makes a bold prediction.
He's a go-getter, but if he set his mind to something, he won't stop until he get it to the way he wants it to be.
Pamela admits, though, there have been serious growing pains.
If nobody knew Dustin, they wouldn't have never known he had went through all these hurdles.
Whatever hardships he experiences as a tiny tycoon will always pale in comparison to what Dustin faced entering the world.
Yeah, I just wanted to give him my undivided attention because of his other things he was going through.
Dustin's biological mother was addicted to drugs, which impacted him at birth. He didn't speak until he was 4, and Dustin dealt with bouts of bullying.
One incident, 2 little girls pushed him down on the playground, stepped on his arm, broke a bone in his elbow.
Pamela started fostering Dustin when he was just 2 months old. She adopted him 1 year later.
I have no idea where he would have ended up, but I'm glad he ended up with me. So,
Dustin filters any lingering negativity.
It's not a hobby. This is my passion and my dream job.
He is pouring more than his heart and soul into making his liquid dreams come true.
I'm gonna find a blend that works for me, but not only me, but for my customers. Because at the end of the day, I want my customers to be happy and satisfied.
Dustin envisions opening a cafe by the time he's 21, so he can take care of his mom, who has given so much.
Every day I wake up, I think about retiring her, and that's overall my goal of having a business and doing what I love for my family.
Let me staple your receipt to it so you know what you spent.
All right, sounds good, thank you.
Mentor and coffee merchant Tammy Rostov doesn't doubt her customers' robust inner drive.
I think you decide what you like early on, and then you have a passion, and Dustin's passion is definitely for coffee.
I wanted to find that special coffee that's bold, but not too strong and that has a smooth profile.
Dustin Anderson is not letting past potholes in life leave a bitter taste.
So motivated to keep on doing coffee.
For this business owner, the challenges make brewing success that much sweeter.
Have a great day, Tammy.
For I Have a Story,
Yes.
I'm Greg McQuade,
Thank you.
CBS 6 News. When plying the waters of Virginia, outdoor enthusiasts can choose many modes of transportation.
Rear anchors up.
Front sweeps in.
But one group of boaters is stepping out of the 21st century
It's going to be a beautiful day today.
and climbing into a craft straight out of yesteryear.
Nice push off.
We're going to stay close to the land.
It's a huge, long wooden boat, as heavy as all get out.
The Lady's Slipper,
Nice.
a bateau measuring 42 feet
Can you help me down with the sweep?
that whisks those on board to another era. Flat-bottom vessels like these ruled America's founding river for 2 centuries.
There's no other easy way to get it here than use the beautiful James River.
Laborers and the enslaved hauling tobacco and cargo
Those people we are indebted to.
up and down the James.
So we need to carry on their tradition. Get her down the river, pole, 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 pole. Let's get that tobacco to Richmond.
This reenactment, reviving an ancient way of travel.
Holes on the right.
And you'll see that one person can't do it. You need everybody together, working together.
Co-captain Wendy Wadsworth
So if we get much more headwind, Joy, maybe we'll take the canopy down?
says their boat is void of any modern conveniences, like an engine.
How do you get down the river? You pole this boat with long poles. You know, no motors, no nothing. No motor. These are the motors.
The Lady's Slipper runs on tenacity and teamwork.
Yes, and heart and soul. Sometimes your muscles can't do what your heart can, and we can move that boat with just 5 to 7 of us.
Rock on the right.
Co-captain and first-grade teacher Joy Daniel takes pride in keeping a chapter of Virginia's heritage afloat.
If we stop doing this, it may go away. I want our children to realize where we came from, to be where we are today, and appreciate that.
You'll be hard-pressed to find another crew like this anywhere.
River right.
Okay, river right.
Somebody told me it was a heaven and hell because it's hard work. It's not a vacation.
When the Lady Slippers were formed around 1990, the all-female crew was charting an unfamiliar course from stem to stern.
You get bumps, bruises, scrapes, but we take care of each other.
Back then, the bateau was reserved for the boys.
What used to take us a day and a half only takes 20 minutes now.
But the Lady Slippers muscled their way into the annual 8-day James River Bateau Festival,
We can do it. Girl power, we can do anything.
turning heads along the 120-mile stretch from Lynchburg to their home port of Powhatan,
It's such a different thing.
proving these boaters belong.
So when we're on the water, people, the rafters and the kayakers go, whoa, look at that. What is that?
River right, Wendy.
Crew members range in age from their 30s to well into their 80s.
All right, nice.
But the beloved bateau keeps her crew splashing in the fountain of youth.
The men in the festival used to have to help us a lot. We hoped and prayed that we were never a hindrance to anyone, but now we are doing it. We're doing it on our own. So it feels good, very empowering.
Coming for to carry me home.
A few years ago, the Lady Slippers went co-ed.
Got a little ribbing about being a lady slipper, but I preferred a laddie slipper.
Tom Hassenfang says no one is more determined
Carry me home.
than his fellow crewmates.
Every one of these women just work their tail off, to get us down the river. They do whatever it takes, and they do it with a smile on their face, so it's just, what more could you ask for?
Navigating the Lady Slipper can punish the body, but leaving contemporary life behind can soothe the soul.
It is hard work, but it's calming to me. I do it because I love it, and it's rewarding.
There's no radios, there's no cars, there's no commercials. It's just you and the river and the quiet. Really brings you back to the way it was years ago.
Next June will mark 40 years of the James River Bateau Festival.
This festival is the only one like it in America. There's no other festival like this.
These boaters expect to pull their way to the finish line once again.
All right, nice job.
There's something great about the history of Virginia, and this is the way we honor it.
Along the way, the Lady Slippers will break barriers and make waves,
We are family.
all while casting off any doubters and leave them in their wake.
As I said, it's a true part of my soul.
For I Have a Story,
I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can do it.
I'm Greg McQuade, CBS 6 News. An ocean away, in a small corner of the Netherlands, sits what many consider to be the most hallowed ground in all of Europe.
I come here every month. When I come here, it's peace. You know, it's peace for me.
65 silent acres standing at attention.
This is the most beautiful place in Holland, I think.
For Ben Savulkel, few places evoke emotions like Netherlands' American Cemetery.
They come from every state in the United States. Oregon, Massachusetts, Texas, Indiana, Tennessee, Michigan, Arkansas.
Ben has been visiting this landmark for as long as he can remember.
We're walking through the grave of my adopted soldier, and he's from the 643 Tank Destroyer Battalion.
Plot E, Row 2, Grave 7, always his final destination.
It's a long time, but I'm never gonna forget it.
Buried here, Michael DeFabio. He's not Ben's relative or family friend. The American soldier, a complete stranger.
He was born in 1918.
Yet the Dutch native feels a deep bond with the young warrior who lost his life nearly 80 years ago during the waning days of World War II.
He was killed in action in Germany at the Elbe River in the city of Barbie.
DeFabio was killed on April 12, 1945, when his unit was ambushed by the enemy. The Providence, Rhode Island native was 26. Ben cares for Michael's grave. He feels it's his duty.
I'm thankful, and many Dutch also in this area are thankful what they did for us.
The 62-year-old says it's the least he can do for the American who helped free his country after 5 years of brutal German occupation.
And they give their life for us, you know, and that's it's hard. And they were all young boys. Most of them were in their 20s.
The Dutch Army native is not alone. Generations of Dutch have adopted each of the 8,288 graves and 1,722 names on the walls of the missing.
These soldiers, aircraft, they were missing in action. So they were all killed in action, but never found. They are not forgotten, so they are also remembered every day.
On birthdays, Memorial Day, and other major holidays, Ben decorates Michael's grave.
For me, it's normal to do this because they liberated us.
I met Ben during my trek across the World War II battlefields where my late grandfather fought.
I honor all soldiers, but this tank destroyer soldiers are special for me.
Netherlands American Cemetery is just one of 26 U.S. military cemeteries operated by the American Battle Monuments Commission. But only in the Netherlands has each grave been adopted by locals.
Because you have to think they came from another country to liberate us, and that's where we're thankful for.
Ben wants everyone on this side of the Atlantic to know that DeFabio and the fallen here will always be remembered.
When a grave is in the family, mostly it stays in the family.
His daughter and then granddaughter will carry on the tradition long after he is gone.
No, I never forget him.
Ben Savulkel, honoring the sacrifice of an American soldier, buried far from home, but in caring hands, while forever at rest.
It gives me the goosebumps, you know.
In the Netherlands, for I Have a Story.
I'm very thankful for that, because now we live in freedom.
I'm Greg McQuade, CBS 6 News.